Cash and his girlfriend Pepper are chilling in Cash's bedroom. Then, Cash's hypothalamus, the part of the brain responsible for controlling hunger and reward, sends him a startling message. Let's watch as the peripheral nervous system, the neurons which connect the brain and the spinal cord to the rest of the body, sends this message to Cash's little puppy stomach and stimulates the sensation of hunger.
I am hungry.
I am hungry as well.
We should make food.
Oh yes, my absolute favorite.
Let's watch as Cash and Pepper make their way to the kitchen. Notice how the hallways they traverse are similar to their reticular formations, which carry and transmit messages throughout the brain. Also, notice how they do not have to stop and think about bringing air in and out of their lungs. Or stop and think about pumping blood throughout their bodies, as their central nervous system, or the brain and spinal cord, takes care of these essential survival functions, leaving their little puppy minds free to cook delicious food.
This food better be spectacular, or I'm leaving you for a man who can actually prepare food.
Let's watch as Cash's amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear, tells him to be afraid, as he likes his girlfriend Pepper very much and does not wish to lose her amiable presence in his little puppy life. Ah yes, that is the reaction we are looking for. Fear. Good. Cash's hippocampus, the portion of his brain responsible for emotion and memory, lets him all too vividly remember his very sad relationship with Salt, who broke up with him after he cooked her a sad rendition of asparagus and water chestnuts with grilled shrimp. For the ease of all those involved, Cash and Pepper will now be represented by the humanoid creatures Grace and Patty. However, they will still be referred to as Cash and Pepper. Also, please note that no dogs were harmed in the making of this video. Thank you.
The first step to making delicious food is to find a marvelous onion. To do this, one must use onionology.
I shall now do the onionology.
Onionology is deeply rooted in Franz Gall's study of phrenology. However, instead of rubbing a head to detect mountains and valleys in the individual's character, the modern onionologist circumnavigates the surface of an onion with all-knowing hands in a scientific effort to determine essential qualities about any given onion. Let's watch as Cash continues to do the onionology.
It seems that the onion has a mutation. Ah, much better.
Let's watch as Cash and Pepper's neurons react to the presence of the onion around them. Their afferent, or sensory neurons, register the smell of the onion and transmit this sensory information to the brain and the olfactory cortex, the part of the brain responsible for registering smell, where interneurons process the information and transmit it to the rest of the body through afferent, or motor neurons, to generate a response, such as crying. I think we've seen all we needed to see. And now it's time to cut the onion!
Cutting an onion is much like a neuron's all or none response, which states that a neuron either sends a message or it doesn't. You either cut the onion or you don't. Yep.
Under the pressure of cooking food for his needy girlfriend, Cash grows nervous and cuts himself while chopping the onion. Let's watch his reflex, or immediate and automatic response. Ha!
Ow.
Oh, honey, are you okay? I can see your sympathetic nervous system working in reaction to this outward stimulus to arouse your body and mobilize energy.
My saliva! 'Tis gone!
Dang, girl, look at how dilated your pupils are.
My heart! 'Tis racing!
Ew, are you sweating?
My breathing! 'Tis picked up!
Did your blood sugar just spike?
My adrenal glands! I can feel them releasing epinephrine and adrenaline!
Did your digestion just slow?
Oh no! My blood pressure! 'Tis through the hizzle!
This goes on for a while, so let's jump to the exciting part where Cash's frontal lobe, the part of the brain in charge of voluntary movements and decision-making, tells him to get a Band-Aid to stop the bleeding.
All better? I can see your parasympathetic nervous system working to calm your body and conserve energy.
My saliva! 'Tis back!
Dang, girl, look at how undilated your pupils are.
My heart! 'Tis no longer racing!
It smells much better that you're not sweating.
My breathing! 'Tis slowed back down!
Did your blood sugar just dip?
My adrenal glands! I can no longer feel them releasing epinephrine and adrenaline!
Did your digestion just restart?
Oh good! My blood pressure has returned from the hizzle.
Let's take a moment and analyze why Cash, a master of the knife, cut himself while chopping onions. The cerebellum, whose function it is to coordinate and regulate muscle activity, is responsible for keeping Cash balanced while he is cooking. Likewise, the knife's cerebellum is responsible for keeping it balanced while Cash cuts the onions. As we can see here, this knife does not have a very good cerebellum. This must be why it slipped and cut Cash. Now let's head over to Grace and Patty with our corny jokes of the day.
What did the neuron say to the glial cell? Thanks for the support!
If some of Fred Flintstone's neurotransmitters could talk, what would they say? Gabba dabba doo!
What did the hippocampus say during its retirement speech? Thanks for the memories! Now back to Sam for a moment in psychology.
Now for a moment in psychology. This stalk of broccoli is a nerve cell. These fluffy parts are the dendrites, and the stalk is the axon. If we wrap a piece of processed American cheese around it, it becomes the myelin sheath. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Let's watch as the happy couple enjoys their now finished food. If our chef has performed all cooking procedures adequately, then Cash and Pepper will now enjoy a delicious roll cake. Will Pepper enjoy the cake enough to stay with Cash? Let's find out.
My olfactory cortex, the part of my brain responsible for smell, tells me this food smells amazing. And my gustatory cortex, the part of my brain responsible for taste, tells me this food tastes amazing.
And my auditory cortex, the part of my brain responsible for hearing, tells me that it sounds like you won't be leaving me anytime soon.
Now that Cash can be assured Pepper still loves him, his pons, the part of his brain responsible for rest and relaxation, can trigger peaceful thoughts. And, as the happy couple is now full, the hypothalamus is satisfied. Let's watch as Cash and Pepper...
I was in the shot. What did the neuron say to the We can hear you.
This nerve cell is a piece of broccoli.
Go back.
A master of... Is it evident that I'm looking over to this?
Yes.
Then great, she needs to stand back. Oh, I hate
You know what Cash likes to do? He likes to bite your hair.
Wait, what? We're done here.